Hi guys, Oldjohn again with another video. This is a game called Tower of Time and it's a PC game. I will quickly just say also there is a lot of narration, in-game narration before the game actually starts.
Our land is dying, and we are dying with it. This was not always the case. Artara was once a place of wonder and beauty. The 5 races thrived in peace and harmony. Then, long ago, something happened. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Something so disastrous, we don't even have a name for it. For when it destroyed our civilization, it took with it all knowledge of history. The past is now lost to us. Our future is uncertain. We are left trapped in a bleak and dismal present. The land itself is our enemy now. The weather extreme and unpredictable. Droughts persist for several weeks, followed by floods that wash everything away. Yet our gravest problem is the lack of sunlight. Storm clouds shroud our world in everlasting twilight. Without the sun, we are unable to grow food, and so we struggle to survive this dark world, a seemingly hopeless battle. I look back now to when I was a young boy, living on the fringe of the human domain. While hunting for food, I stumbled upon ruins uncovered by a recent earthquake. A bad omen, normally avoided. But this time, something drew me in.
So here we go, gameplay starts and it comes to quite a bit of narration again, and you know, that's the way this game is. I actually really enjoyed this game so far, and for the price I paid for it I am over the moon. I'm really enjoying it. There's a bundle on Fanatical, a killer bundle, 17 I think it is, and this is one of the games on it. 7 games I think in total, and it's £3.47 for all the games including this one, which is worth it alone. I would have paid that for this alone and more for it. And yeah, it's a lot of narration. Yes, there's a lot of talking, big story, but it's a very engrossing story, and the music really sucks you in. I quite enjoyed it anyway so far. And it's turn-based combat, as you see later on, but it's only the second game that I've ever did a video of which is turn-based combat for me, but this would seem to be quite effortless so far anyway. So here we go.
Descending the stairs led me to a crystal throne which glittered with swirling light. I felt strangely compelled to approach and sit. As I took my place upon it, a sudden torrent of light enveloped me. The illumination overwhelmed my senses. I grew nauseous and weak, but before I lost consciousness, the throne ejected me to the floor. I fled and told no one what happened, for fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village, for this was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, to convince myself it was my overactive imagination. But the visions that followed said otherwise. Every night, the nightmares came. Their torment highlighted my confusion, as each morning I remembered little, fragmented images, words which made no sense, nothing more. I would have thought myself mad, if not for the strange, incomprehensible symbols I often drew in the sand. Proof that forces beyond my understanding were at work. People in my vicinity kept their distance, and I think they feared me. Over time, they learned to tolerate my unusual nature, but I was always alone, left to brood and ponder my strange fate. One winter, it all came flooding back to me. I realized the crystal throne sat not at the bottom of some ancient ruins, but at the top of a construction incomprehensible in scale. That the ruins were not ruins of some lost city or ancient castle, but a single massive tower buried deep within the earth, and buried upside down. Some unexplainable force had lifted the construction into the sky, rotated it, and driven it into the ground. In that moment of clarity, I knew one thing above all others. I had to go back to that place, for the power within was the one thing that could save Artara. Years later, I found myself a commander in the last human kingdom's militia. The king, a just man and good friend, granted me a favor for my years of loyal service. I had but one request: a small force of men and resources to return to the village of my birth and explore the tower. Preoccupied by an eroding empire, the king held little interest in ancient ruins and towers. He did, however, see the reclaiming of a long-abandoned village on the border of an ever-shrinking kingdom as a boost to the people's morale. He gave me what I requested, and his blessing. So here I am, returning to the very place which has haunted me my entire life. It is a desolate place now. Time has not been kind to my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away. Yet the tower remains just as I remember it. I am in awe of the power within, and perhaps fearful. The men and I are setting up the camp in the village, while Cain and Maev, two of my most capable warriors, will scout the tower. Once again, I feel its call. We must uncover its secrets. We must find a way to reach the power within. If we fail, it will be the end of us.
Yes, my lord? Acknowledge. Will do. Moving into position. Will do. Your wish is my command. All right. Acknowledge.
Yes. All right.
How may I help you? Moving into position.
Unleash hell. Coming.
May the light guide your path. Affirmative. Acknowledge. All right.
So this shows the skill tree, inventory, stuff like that, which you see in a lot of games like this, and it's very easy to do, quite straightforward for what I've seen so far, and yeah, I really enjoyed this. Gotta be honest, I know I've said it already, but come on, for the price, guys, you can't go wrong, you really can't. I think the game came out 3 years ago, 4 years ago, not too long ago. And the creators of this game are making a new game that came out this year, which I cannot remember the title offhand, but it looks promising as well. And yeah, so there we go. You never know what you're going to see on this channel. It was VR compilation yesterday, or day before, whenever this was released. This today, who knows what tomorrow. Well, I may know what tomorrow, but you don't, you guys don't, but whatever. But there we go. Yeah, so let me know what you think, guys. You know, if you want, again, if you want to see more parts of this, I know I say that every time. And okay, a few of you have actually commented on some of the videos I've done recently that you want to see more parts of them. I will be doing it when I get more views on them particular videos, because them particular videos didn't do too well. And it's strange, and the ones that I don't ask or plan to do more parts of do go the opposite. They do really well. So you think, oh God, what do you do, innit? But anyway, I will shut up.
Yes?
And here you see the turn-based combat. I got on easier setting because this is total first gameplay for me. I set it to play and realized I had it on story mode instead of easier setting as I put it on the game. So I had to abort it, restart, and then I didn't even literally hardly play any of it. I didn't play it all. It was just the videos playing. And then I literally restarted, put it on the easy mode to actually play the game, and this is it. This is my first actual go at all. Completely blind playing it. So yeah. So there we go. A big shout out to my buddy New Gen and Old Gen. Old Gen and New Gen. And this is I can't remember the name. They know who they are. They've just hit 600 subs. I forgot to mention on the last video about it, but congratulations to them. New Gen versus Old Gen versus World. Something like that it's called. So congrats to them. Well deserved. Great channel. Always worth checking out. And yeah, so I'd appreciate any feedback from my recent video, my VR video, because not too much of it yet. Obviously, like comments as people have watched it, but not really telling me a lot what they thought of it. You know, I don't know whether I'm going to persevere with compilation videos on this game channel. They hit and miss. They either do really well or they flop. So I'm really not sure how that one's going to go yet, because it's not been out for long at the time of recording this. On my paranormal channel, that was my bread and butter, compilations. 99% of the videos are compilations, and it did quite well out of that. But it's not the same for, you know, other stuff, other like genres, so to speak. So here we are.
Affirmative.
Yes. Of course.
At your service.
So here we have another battle, and you do really have to think what you're doing. I'm not sure it was this battle or the one before it. I nearly died. One of my characters nearly died, and I sort of had to back him off and try and heal him and stuff to, you know, keep it going into the match. Now I'm never been a big, I'm not saying a big fan, but I've just never been a big player of turn-based games, so I'm not really the most qualified to really talk about them. I did a game called Battle War Chasers, I think it's called. That was excellent. I really enjoyed that. But this looks a bit more complex than that. It looks like it will be more complex than that, with the different, you know, water damage, different types of damage and stuff, much more like Diablo in that sense. But there we go. I really enjoyed it, and the 40 odd minutes this video took to make it, it just flew by. It just really went quick, really enjoyable, and I'm going to be carrying on playing this. If you want to see more of this, as a sort of ending, a sort of a cliffhanger a little bit, yeah, then please let me know. I know I released, I think, 2 VR games in succession. You know, a compilation and a game before it, the Streets of Rage style game. I don't really plan to do that too often, if not again, to be honest. It's just the way it worked out. I had like a bit more time yesterday, and I just had the idea of doing a compilation, and I just thought, well, I don't know if it's just going to work, but you know, there we are. I thought I'd try it. But I will try and break it up, because I know VR seems to be popular on my channel so far. So obviously I'm going to like continue to bring it into the channel, but I know that some people won't even watch it because of motion sickness and stuff. But they should, because the vast majority of the games that I play don't seem to have any problems with motion sickness anyway, you know. They shouldn't like just like presume it's VR, it's motion sickness, because the modern VR games are catered for people who, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them are catered for people who can't, you know, play VR games with suffer with motion sickness and stuff. So I just thought I'd put that out there. So anyway, this isn't too far from the end, but there we are. I'll be quiet. So we are approaching the end of the video. Please let me know what you think, and until next time, bid you bye for now. Stay safe.